Hello there, welcome back to another episode of HBM Space, where I'm still on Earth. Last episode, I melted myself in lava. But today we have graphitic schist, and so we will celebrate graphitic schist, but no, I'm not making those. It would be a lovely brick, but for old time's sake, I'm gonna do that. This is for back in the day when me and my friend TB Slapshot built the most epic of bases and fought the Glyphids together, which are the most interesting creature in HBM mod. No, I'm joking. They're like the only creature, aren't they? really like the only creature like you have to worry about. Like they show up at your base and it's like, what? Why? Why do you have to do this? Why? Why do you have to be stupid? I don't know. I'm just dumb. I'm just stupid. I don't know why that's funny to me, but I think that's just like the most hilarious thing. Like I can just imagine somebody genuinely saying, "So we need to do cobblestone for the floor and then schist walls." Now schist is lithium, basically. This is used in a fusion reactor. Am I gonna get to a fusion reactor? Maybe. Yeah, I do not know birds can swim. What do they do? Swim using their wings? It might actually work, honestly. Look at this. Look at all of the wonderful stuff you can make. Oh, look at that. Saturnite tubes and laser beams and all of that stuff. Well, we need to make this, right? This is right here. The anvil is the quintessential part of HBM mod. It is what makes the mod so amazing is the anvil, because the anvil literally allows you to make everything so easy. Except I need blue dye. How do I get blue? See that? I need blue dye, which is gonna be absolutely stupid to obtain. You gotta do 362 different stupid ideas to get it. Buh. Complain. Don't worry. See, we can get to the lapis item. We need that. We need 8 plus 6, which is 14. So that will make the top and the bottom, and then I think we need an piston. We need okay, so add a piston in there. We need redstone. At least I'm not dead. Here we go. I found redstone pretty quick. I honestly didn't know where I had seen it, and it was just down here, so. Redstone, and then if I just dig in a straight line for like, I will say, this is gonna sound stupid, but probably 25 blocks, and there's a piece of lapis 25 blocks in this direction. Why am I saying that? Well, I just want to see if I'm right, and if I'm right, it's gonna look like just the dumbest thing ever, because then it looks like I just knew there was redstone there, or lapis there. And I just want to see if I'm right. I don't know if there's lapis. Now, see, now I think I'm overthinking things. Like, I feel like most people would be like, with 25 blocks, that's a pretty, like, I don't even know how far we've gone yet, but we've definitely not gone 25 blocks. Like, people are definitely gonna think that if I find it 25 blocks, I don't want to find it now. I don't want to find lapis now, dude. Well, you don't know what I meant by 25 blocks. It could be 25 of just total blocks that I have in my inventory now. But I'm gonna mine some titanium, even though this is really valuable, especially for when you start getting into turbines and nuclear physics and RBMKs. Oh my god, I love RBMKs so much, dude. The RBMK produced more energy than like the fusion reactor did. Now here's what I'm looking for, which is just stupid. Like Tradition is dumb to me. Like, it's just stupid. Forget about the past. We're in the future, man. But sometimes the past is a good way to learn lessons about what the future holds, because there's literally everything is constantly going to repeat at some point. Like, there will be I don't really want to fight this thing, but I kind of have to. There's things that just happen over and over and over again. Like, if somebody has a pattern of doing something, they will do it again and again. But overall, society has a massive pattern of doing the same things over and over again. Like, improving on things. Like, literally, number one example is making something better. I mean, there is a lot of... So the thing that really is interesting, and this is just like a tangent about how much I hate wireless electronics that make zero sense. Headphones. So you're telling me you're going to make a device that I need to charge to have it work, when it used to be I can just plug it in. Oh, you're telling me you're gonna also get rid of the aux port, so now I can only use either the charger or the earbuds that work with the C. What kind of stupid baloney? Who is responsible for that? Like, why did Vogek go out of business? They were the best headphone company in the world. They literally sold $25 headphones that last you for like half a year. Well, no, like 8 months, 9 months, like something like that. Maybe even longer if you don't like put them through the ringer like I did. Like, I literally was just banging them on everything. Like, it would have snapped in half anyway. Like, if those were like a cheap pair of headphones, they would have snapped. But $25 headphones? And then you're telling me that you're gonna charge $80 for a pair of headphones that in the year 2000, I would have been able to buy those for like, what? Like $12 in 2000, and now they're $80? Like, what, Sony? See, the headphones I have now are absolutely... They feel like they were made in the year 2000. They're absolutely shitty headphones. They look like it too. I put them on my desk and I go, what is this? Xbox 360 headset? It looks so... Xbox 360 headset was probably good, but I never used mine. I still have them, I think. What am I doing? Making paper? That's what we're doing. Paper is the most important thing in HBM mod. If you didn't know, paper is useless in vanilla Minecraft unless you're going to make books. But everybody knows that people who like to read are actually stupid because they read all fiction books. And nobody likes to read non-fiction books, right? The only reason you read non-fiction books is if you're trying to get good at Greg Tech, okay? Then you start reading about polytetrafluoroethylene, and your whole life becomes chemistry and absolute stupidness because you want to get better at the Greg Tech, okay? Greg Tech outweighs everything else in life. It's the most important thing in life. It's the reason to exist is Greg Tech, okay? And if you don't even know what Greg Tech is, I don't blame you. It's the template folder is what I need now. Let's turn off the caps lock. Template folder, dude. What is that for? It's for some blog nine. I'm gonna just put it at that. Definitely. No. It doesn't have to be lapis. It used to have to be lapis. I would talk about like the news in the world or stuff like that, but I really can't comment on like stuff like that in my opinion. Like, I can talk about it with my friends and be like, oh hey, you hear about XYZ thing that happened that might affect us, because the state of like the world and like politics and like everything like that does really have a big influence on like my life situation. So it's pretty important to consider that. That's why I check the news like every morning and then go, this article looks stupid, this article looks stupid, this article looks stupid, but these are very interesting things that they're kind of bringing up, like, oh, hey, this is happening. Like, I read one today, and it was about, okay, so this one is actually stupid. I don't know how true this article was, but it was talking about how the Republic of China, which, so if you don't know, the Chinese Civil War there was the Republic of China and the People's Republic of China, which is what we have today, or something like whatever it was turned into the People's Republic of China. Okay, so there was two parties. There was Republic of China, and then there was another party, which was the Communists, and then it turned into People's Republic of China, which we know today. Or this article was mentioning how the Republic of China, for their civil war, which I couldn't find anything about there still being a civil war between the Republic of China and what? I was just really flabbergasted by how stupid it was. Like, you have to realize that when you read the news, there is two sides to every story, and if you're reading from, I like to read from multiple sources usually because that's how you get the best information. The news is really the only source you can go to for information. Like, I mean, there's guys out there who will there's some YouTubers who will be like, oh yeah, this and that happened. And then they'll go over it for you, and then you don't really have to look at other sources. Because there's this guy who does that. I don't remember what his channel is called, but if I ever think about that in a video again, I will mention it. But he goes over all of that. Burner press. Oh, I need a furnace. That's what I need. But I couldn't find any information about the Republic of China still being at a civil war. And also, this article claimed that they were trying to acquire more Paladin artillery mobile howitzer systems or whatever. Which is, first of all, the People's Republic of China was in the 1950s, 1940s, after World War II happened. So if they still exist, number one, how do they actually have the ability, are we actually supplying them with, wait, this is solid now? HBM, you just ruined this. You just made it solid. What? I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you, bro. I'm joking. But no, I couldn't find any information about People's the Republic of China Civil War. I couldn't find anything except for the one that happened in the 1940s and 1950s. That was all I could find. So this news article was claiming something that I cannot confirm. So therefore, I just cannot believe this news article. And I was like, man, that sounds pretty interesting. There's still a civil war in China that I'd never heard about. I'm gonna check that. And then it turns out there's not really a civil war in China. Unless the Republic of China is in Taiwan. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Because there's always that going on. If you look at, China's always trying to invade Taiwan. It's something that could happen. Something that we worry about is that. But the news is super important, for me at least, to know, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? But sometimes you just can't. Sometimes it's just so stupid. You can't confirm what they're saying in the thing. So you have to believe sometimes that it is categorically false by virtue of there being zero evidence. I'd rather believe that something is false than just go, hey man, you hear about this thing? And then he's just what? And just being completely confused and flabbergasted because it zero sense there. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like an idiot, so I make sure to go, well, I can't really say that actually is happening, so I'm just not gonna talk to anybody about that in particular and be like, hey man, you heard about this? And then they'd be like, you're stupid. Because then it's it's on me for not doing the research and checking myself. And being like, yeah, you hear about this? Just saying, gotta do some research, man.